Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've done a soft glam everyday makeup look for you. It's just my go-to everyday makeup look for when I'm working in the salon, going to lunch, going shopping, all those sorts of everyday kind of things. So if you'd like to know how I get my everyday soft glam look, please carry on watching. Thank you. Okay, so first things first, couldn't find one of my normal hairbands to put my hair back with. So my Minnie Mouse wedding ears I just have to do. Right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with my brows, which are in major need of a tint. So I'm just going to do my brows off camera because it'll probably be about 15 minutes to me and about 2 seconds to you. Okay, so brows are done. Crazy what a difference, I always say crazy what a difference brows make. For them I just used a Benefit spoolie brush thing just to give them a brush through, and then used the Brow by Mii pencil in medium just to draw them in. Can you hear the wind outside? Looks rank, definitely not walking Milo yet. And Brow by Mii Brow Builder it's called. It's just like a little brush, it puts on like a tinted gel, and it's got little microfibers in it so it makes your eyebrows look thicker. So if you're not blessed with thick eyebrows like me, then it's great for that. I forgot to say earlier that every morning I prep my skin with the Beauty Lab Silk Cleanser, which is available at Ask Beauty, the Face Theory C20 vitamin C serum, which I've put all these details on my updated skin routine on my blog, which I will link below. And then I've used this vitamin C glow boosting moisturiser from Body Shop, which I've been so impressed with. I actually really like it, and it's only £16 I think. And the Face Theory Radiant Eye Cream, which I'm hoping is going to improve my under eyes. But anyway, so normally after I've done my eyebrows I'll then go straight on to skin. And I've nearly always used this Becca under eye brightening corrector. Absolutely love it. If you've got dark under eyes like me, it's a godsend. Then you can either put your primer over the top of that or around it, it's kind of up to you. Obviously I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Brightening Youth Glow. Okay, so next I like to go in with, if I'm having a day where I've got extra dark under eye circles, I've got any blemishes or anything like that, I like to go in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I'm in the shade Chantilly, this one is. Obviously I'm the palest one. And I'm just getting a Morphe E20, which is just like a packed synthetic brush, just to go underneath there. Then to make sure that's all blended, I'll just go in with my little baby beauty blender. I'll cover up my nose looks. One of my holy grails, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. I got a newer one for Christmas, which is slightly more matched to my skin tone, which is always helpful. And I always rub it around a little bit before I then go blending with my beauty blender. Honestly don't know what we did before these. This beauty blender is damp, by the way. Now, believe it or not, there is actually a story to these ears. I'm just not some crazy sad married woman. When I was 21, I went to Disneyland Paris with 2 of my bestest friends, and I'd only just met Jack at the time, and I saw these ears in the shop where they sell all the things, yeah, the merchandise. And I was like, oh my god, girls, I was like, look at these wedding ears. I was like, when I'm engaged or married, when I'm walking around Disneyland, I'm definitely buying these and just walking around like a boss, and they obviously just laughed at me. Then, fast forward a few years, me and Jack go to New York, get engaged, and then we flew to Florida, where we obviously went to Disney World. And I remember walking around and just going in the shops and looking at all the different ears, trying to decide which ones to buy, and I'd forgot that these ones even existed. And then I saw them and I was like, oh my god, I can actually wear these ears now. So I just popped them on, you know, got the old veil out on each side, and was just walking around like a boss that all day. I was just like, yes, I'm engaged, I can wear these now, I've got a reason to. And Americans are so nice. I know we talk about them a lot and say they can be annoying and all this and that, but honestly, me and Jack walked around and they were people coming up to us like, oh my god, have you just got engaged? That's amazing, congratulations. Obviously I hadn't just got engaged, but I couldn't be bothered to explain. And it was lovely. They were just like, oh, how did it happen? Like, where did he do it? And I just said he did it earlier on because, like I said, I just couldn't be bothered to explain. Yeah, and it was so fun. And I remember saying to Jack, like, if we were walking around like Thorpe Park or London or something like that, everyone would just be like, why is she wearing those ears? Like, she looks weird. No one would ever come up and be like, oh my god, have you just got engaged? But there you go. I think that's just us Brits for you, isn't it? Back to makeup. I'm obviously going to be using the cult favourite at the minute, the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I bought it in C2 and C4. The C4 is actually a little bit too dark for me, so I just layer over a bit of this over the top. And over any highlighted areas, I just use the C2 colour just to highlight those areas. I'm not exactly sure on like the application though. These applicators are like really fat, and yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but there we go. I'm just going to pop a bit up here and here, and a bit along here, just to help sculpt your face a little bit, ready for your contour. It's quite a good tip for like a natural bit of highlighting there. So now I've done my under eye concealer. Sometimes I use the RCMA translucent powder to set, and other times I use my, very well used as you can tell, my NYX contour set. And I like to use my, what is it, Morphe M528 brush. And I like to use the yellow, oh can you see it? The yellow with the one that's hit pan, funnily enough, and the light colour next to it just to set my under eyes. And now since I've gone to my Mario masterclass last year, all I can think of is him saying, set it and forget it, move on to the next part of your makeup. Which isn't a bad tip to remember, I suppose, especially from the king of makeup. Now I've done that, I'm going to warm up my face a little bit using, again, my well-used Hoola Benefit Bronzer. The way I've been doing my makeup recently, I've just been using the powder on my forehead, where usually I would use it all over, and sometimes I'll put some on my neck to blend me in a bit. I'm sure it's not a shock to you that I'm now going to use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Don't worry, I'm going to go in afterwards with my beauty blender. I'm not leaving it like this. Okay, so now that's all nicely blended in, I'm just going to pop a load of bronzer all over my neck, because I'm sure you've probably started to notice that I'm bronzing up a lot on my face and not on my neck, but I'm seriously struggling. Look how much I've got left in here, aka not a lot, but we will soldier on through. I think I need to order some more. What do you reckon? Getting right in there, some of the bronzer. I often have to do this when I've got my uniform on, because it doesn't come down as low as this, but it comes down to about here. And when I'm fake tanned it's alright, but when I'm not, I have to find I put a load of bronze on my neck as well. There we go. Okay, now as for my eyes, for every day I tend to use a bronzer, even as an eyeshadow on my eyes. I know they use the Hoola Benefit, but I'm running low on that. So more often lately I've been using my NYX contour palette, which I absolutely love as eyeshadow. There we go. So I'm going to go in with, using my Morphe M502, just on the crease line. I tend to go in with these two colours here. It's just the two middle brown ones, just tap them on a bit of both and just work that into the crease. I would definitely make sure that if you're going to be using a bronzer on your eyes, to make sure you do warm up your face a bit with some bronzer too. Usually I would say to make sure you're using the same bronzer on your eyes as you are on your face, but the Hoola bronzer compared to the slightly darker shade here are so similar that I don't think it's overly noticeable. Just make sure blending that in really nicely across your crease. Bring it out a little bit if you want to, or drag it down a bit if you don't want a lighter section in the middle of your eye. I tend to put a little bit more in the outer corner just to open up my eyes a little bit. Then I will use the same two shadows and get my M411 Morphe brush and just dab that into the middle to start with. And if I want to darken up my eyes a little bit, if I'm feeling wild, I'll just go in with the darker shade here, but only pop that underneath. It tends to give it quite a nice effect. Just right on the outer corner. And now today I'm going to pop mascara on, because that's what I would do sort of on a normal everyday when I'm in the salon or just chilling. But if I was going out for like a girly shopping day or a nice lunch or something like that, I would wear sort of like more natural eyelashes and obviously with a bit of liner, but today I'm just going to use mascara as I normally would for a salon day. So I'm just going to give my lashes a good curl. Try not to pinch the hell out of my eyelid. And then I've got quite a few different mascaras because I do love my mascara. But yesterday I tried the Urban Decay Perversion mascara and I actually really liked it. So I'm just going to pop a layer of that on first. I'm lucky, I've got quite long lashes anyway. So that probably helps with my mascara collection that I've got. It's actually really hard to talk when you're doing mascara. So yeah, it is a really good mascara. I don't know if you can see that, but it is really nice. Although it is a little bit too smudgy to use on your bottom lashes. So I then like to go in with the Benefit They're Real on your bottom lashes. It's got quite a spiky brush. I don't know if you can see. It's got quite a spiky brush. So it's really good for grabbing your lashes underneath. Bottom lashes is the word I'm looking for. It really isn't that difficult, Kelsey. And then me being me, I can't just use one mascara. So I'm then going to go in with the Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara. And get that hair off my chin. And go over my top lashes with that. And of course I've then just got mascara on my eyelid, which you do. If you're one of those people that don't put mascara on your bottom lashes, you should definitely try it just to see what you think of it, because it can sometimes be a really natural and nice way just to define your eyes a bit more. So now I've done that, I've got my mascara on. I like to go in with my Rimmel Nude eyeliner. It's not a necessity, well, not like any of this is really, but it does help brighten your eyes up, which I think looks nice. Okay, so now I've done all that, obviously I'm still baking, so I swear to God I keep getting hairs all over my face. I'm gonna highlight. So I'm gonna do my fave combo at the minute, which is using the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. It might seem a bit OTT for some people, but having the two different beauty blenders, the bigger one for like contour and foundation and stuff like that, makes such a difference, and having the little one for like concealer and highlight. It sounds like really simple, but it didn't really occur to me until I first started doing it and realised what a difference it makes. So I've got that bit of highlight there, which is really pretty, but it is quite subtle. And as I've said in my past videos, I am one of them gals that likes a good pop of highlight. So I'll go over the top of that with some of my... Actually, let's change it up a bit. I won't use my Charlotte Tilbury. I'll use my very poorly Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Now, I'm not going to hold it up to the camera because it'll all fall out. But basically, in here, it's gone to pieces. Which, you can imagine that morning when I woke up, heartbroken. Because one of my fave highlighters had gone to crap, but there you go. I'm just going to use my Morphe M501. Woo! Just to wrap that highlight up a bit. veil's getting in the way. Yeah, so it's just giving me a bit more of a poppy highlight. Another good tip if you want to look for like minimalish makeup and nice and dewy and glowy is popping a bit of highlighter just right in the corner of your eye. It can really help brighten your eyes and make them look a lot wider. So now usually I don't do my eyebrows till a bit later on, so now-ish. So, but obviously I've already done them because I didn't want to give you the trauma of seeing me with barely any eyebrows for that long. So what I like to do is get my Nars Soft Matte Concealer again and just a angled synthetic brush like so, and just carve out and highlight my eyebrows a little bit. So I'll just dip in a little bit of that, carve them out. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom you in. Oh, I keep doing that, don't I? And then just seeing that I've got mascara on my eyelid, so brushed it off. But I've just drawn that underneath my eyebrow like so, and just blend that downwards, all underneath, and it just creates and accentuates that shape of your eyebrow, and it just looks really quite subtle, but it is quite effective. So once I've then blended that with the brush, I'll then use my little beauty blender, just go underneath and blend that out. And if I find throughout my makeup I've then dampened the colour of the brow a bit with any foundation, which I'm quite good at doing, I'll then just go back in with my brow pencil and just go over it a bit at the front. There we go. Now, which is usually my biggest decision when I'm doing my makeup, is what lipstick to wear. So, okay, which lipstick to wear. So I have 3 that I like to use during the day. I've got the Mii liquid lipstick, which is in the colour Power. No, it's not. Eternity. Which I like to use. It's just like a soft baby pink colour. Looks a bit stronger there, but it is just like a soft baby pink. And I've got the KKW Beauty. I know I am one of them gals, love the Kardashians, not going to apologise for it. But the Kylie ones I think are a bit hit and miss, but the collab that she did with Kim, I absolutely love these liquid lipsticks. Again, this is a really soft babyish pink, but it is such a nice colour and the staying power is immense. I could go all day without topping it up if I really needed to. And then one of my all-time faves and quite worn off is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Bow and Arrow. I love her liquid lipsticks, especially in the trillions of colours that they come in. You can't beat it. But this is what I wear if I want a more nudie lip. So if I'm doing slightly darker eyes or I'm putting eyeliner or something on, then I'll tend to go for this just because it's nice and neutral. So who knows what I'll go for today? What should we do? I'll go for the KKW, you talked me into it. So I'm then going to line my lips with the Mii Alluring Lip Liner, which is in shade Swoon. I've probably still got a bit of lip balm on, so it might be a bit slidey. Okay, so once I've lined my lips, I will then use my Rimmel Nude eyeliner, little beauty hack for you, just to carve out, hang on, just to carve out the lip line and just make your lips really pop, especially if you're wearing a bolder colour, which I know I'm not today, but especially when you're doing lipstick, and even more so liquid lipstick, you can get a bit of a blurry lip line. It does have the feeling of being like super creamy and almost a bit glossy to begin with. It does dry down a bit, but it is still quite, it's not matte. Cream sheen finish. There we go. I always like to make sure I get a nice clean definition on that good old Cupid's bow. So, excuse me, my veil keeps getting in the way. I'm such a saddo, I know, but I haven't worn Minnie Mouse ears in ages, and if I've got an excuse to wear them, then why not? So, now what am I doing? I'm going to brush off my bake. Just a little fluffy brush. And sometimes if I find myself wanting a little bit more of a defined contour, I'll just go over the top of my cheeks with the Mii powder finish brush, just to give them a bit more definition. I tend to aim that more towards the back of the cheek, sort of this onwards, because you don't want too much sort of on the bulk of your apple of your cheek, because this girl here has got quite appley cheeks, to say the least, or hamster cheeks as some people like to call them. Okay, so once I've then defined that a bit more, move on to a final step of using my Mii blusher, which is my all-time favourite blusher in the shade Tickle. And I'll just use my Morphe E4 brush for that. Then of course I'll use my trusty setting spray, which I love the NYX matte finish one. I do like the Urban Decay one as well, but it's £22 and this one's only £7, so, and there's not much of a difference what one you're going to go for, eh? Spray that all over. And we're done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my everyday soft glam makeup look. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys!